Hello, beautiful lady. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm very honored to share my knowledge and my experience with you because I believe as more skills, as more knowledges you have, as more comfortable, as more confident, as more powerful and successful you become. If you are here being single, and you go to dates and you don't know how to behave yourself. Let's say you don't know how to approach a man, or the man doesn't approach you, or even he approaches you, you don't know what to speak about, how to look at him, how to interest him, how to intrigue him, so he would call you back. Instead, he wouldn't call you back, you would text him and he would ghost you. The worst thing is when a woman goes to the date and after the first date, she would go and have a one-night stand. And then man obviously would disappear. Why this has happened? Let me share the things with you today. Let me share some techniques here, how to avoid the ghosting from man, how to make him to be intrigued, to be interested, and slowly fall in love with you. So you can build strong, lovable, trustable relationship with this man. My name is Aliah Rosa, and I'm certified sex and seduction coach, a former secret agent of Sexpionage program and which calls honeytrap program. What is it if you don't know? Sexpionage program is a special program which was founded by Soviet Union, KGB. You probably heard about that. It's a secret intelligence service in 1938. Somebody calls this program honeytrap. Let me tell you that honeytrap and sexpionage program exist everywhere, in every country. Some people don't know, they think this is all made up things, but there's so many spies, so many agents who shared some stories in the whole world from different countries. And if you are interested to listen more about it, you're welcome to listen my audio book in the format of podcast. The name is To Die For, which is launching 26 March on every platform: iHeart, Spotify, iTunes, Apple. And you can hear the whole story, my life story, and also interviews from different agents, former agents of CIA, FBI, and also former KGB, where you can understand how does it work, where you can learn a lot of things. So I'm here right now to share with you some techniques which I learned in the special secret program, Sexpionage. And let me start from the most important thing which we learn in that spy school: how to intrigue and interest your target, so which is man, so he would come to you and introduce himself. Because of course some women would say, oh, I just need to wear something sexy, really eye-catchy, maybe even like over sexy, like heavy makeup, short skirt, like a slutty dress or whatever. Yes, it does attract a lot of man attention. Of course, men are visual. But let's say you attract him. What is next? Man comes to you, and then how do you start a conversation? How to make him to be intrigued in you so you can continue your meetings, right? So you don't want to just to meet the guy and then jump to bed and he would ghost you and then you would be heartbroken. So here I am sharing with you some techniques where you can really build a strong relationship with the man and build your value. Because when my students come to me, I tell them, ladies, the first thing you need to do with the man is build your value. So he would respect you. He has to be proud of you. He has to be really interested by you and their special things. Of course, this is not manipulation, because manipulation is very direct things. It's, for example, you want a glass of water and you would tell, hey, bring me a glass of water. If you won't bring me a glass of water, then I will not have sex with you. I'm just kind of saying glass of water. You can say whatever, do for me this, so I will not give you this. This is manipulation. What I'm talking about is a seduction, subtle seduction, beautiful game. It is a game. And men, as you know, they're like big kids. They love to play. They love to be intrigued. They love to conquer women, hunt her. For example, imagine yourself. You really want expensive brand I don't know, bag and or like whatever, earrings, diamond earrings, and you really want it, and you collect your money and you just like put so much efforts to in order to buy it, but somebody comes and just present it to you. And guess what? Imagine in one hand you earn it yourself, and in other hand you just got it very easily. Somebody just gave it to you. What would you appreciate more? Something which you really tried so hard and get it, or something which was given to you so easily? Same story with guys. When they conquer women, when they put a lot of efforts, when they put a lot of energy and time, they value this woman much more, because our psychology works this way. As more we invest our time, our energy, our efforts to certain person, we love this person more. It's not about this person, it's about us investing this efforts and this energy to this person. That's why. And for example, similar things with pets as well. We have our dogs or cats. We take care about them. So we love them so much because we actually take care about these pets. Or like same story with like anything, cars or anything like businesses, wherever. It's our psychology. That's the way does it. How does it work? And also the important thing as well, men, they don't just fall in love into woman. Oh, she's so beautiful, I am just in love with her. No, men really fall in love into the condition they have with this woman. So as a woman, you need to create that beautiful atmosphere around your man, so he feels so comfortable, so encouraged by you, so inspired by you, and you as a woman so nurturing and so kind and so giving, because men are providers according to nature. From ancient time, you know that men would go hunt and would bring the food to the woman and the future generation, the kids. The woman is the one who would nurture him. He would come tired, she would take care about him, give him food, cook the food, give him good rest. And that's how woman is. She's nurturing. She's the one who creates the future generation and who raised the future generation for herself and for the man. And this is very important to understand, that man falls in love into condition which he feels next to the woman. So the most important thing before you go for a date is to have the right mood, to set up the right mood, to have the right vibrations. Because you definitely have a lot of experiences like that, even like business meetings. Seduction is an art and you have to learn it. This is like a special techniques which you can learn, and these techniques you can apply not just in your romantic relationships, but also in business. You know, when you go for meetings and you see a lot of men there, if you will behave from the position as a man, then all these men in this business room, they will treat you as a man. And of course, men are very competitive. So you will have this kind of competition between them. But you don't need it. As a woman, if you would behave as a woman and also make it really nurturing environment, you will win any negotiations easily. And it's very diplomatic way as well. So coming back to setting up the right mood to go for the first date, what should you do? So a lot of women, what they do, of course, they get dressed, they get prepared, they put the makeup on, hair and all that, which is fantastic. And we all need to do it because it's part of our female beauty. It's our energy, right? But before that, let me share with you some techniques which will help you to feel more feminine, more sexy, more alluring, and more confident. Because of course, when you go for a first date, you don't know this guy, you've never met him before, maybe you had some chat somewhere in, I don't know, like dating websites or somewhere else, or maybe you met him in a bar, but it was like a really quick introduction. So you're going to the first date, you want to feel confident in front of him, and of course, like you have sort of like stress mode, which is absolutely normal. We're all human beings, and believe me, when man goes for a first date, he feels exactly the same, unless he's a pickup artist. But of course, you don't want to hang out with the pickup artists because most of them, they are manipulators, and we will talk about the manipulators and how to prevent manipulation in another lesson. But here right now, I would like to share with you some techniques to build your self-confidence before you go for a first date. So what do you need to do? One great technique which really helps me a lot, we started our first homework in the Spice School, was to set up the right confident and seductive mood. So what we had to do, and don't forget, when I came to the Spice School, to that special sexpionage program, I was 18 years old. I was sent by my father, who was high-ranking officer, and he didn't really explain me anything. He just brought me there, and I was enrolled to the special program, and I didn't know what to do. That time I was very nerdy. I had pimples all over my face. I was very shy. I felt ugly. I didn't kiss any boy before that, before 18 years old. And I didn't know how to communicate with men because I was so nerdish in the school. Even chance and opportunity and also any confidence to speak with my classmates, my male classmates. So when I came to this program, the first task they gave us is to go to our room in the dorm, and you have to look to the mirror for at least 5-10 minutes, looking straight to your face. And the most important is to find at least 5 features which you love about yourself. It can be anything: your hair, your eyes, your nose, your skin, your eyebrows, whatever. It can be absolutely anything, but you have to really adore this feature, this part of the body, have to concentrate your brain, and that's what programming technique is. And we will speak about different programming techniques in another lesson, but here you program your brain to a positive things about yourself, literally like that. And every single time you do a task, for example, you look in the mirror, you find 5 features at least which you like, and you concentrate your attention on these features. You say, how beautiful I am. To make it stronger, you write on the sticker, how beautiful I am. I'm so powerful. I'm so confident. I'm worthy. I'm amazing. And put the stickers on the mirror or on the wall, somewhere where you can see it every single day. So for example, you brush teeth and you look at the stickers. I still use the same technique because you concentrate constantly your brain on the positive things about yourself. Do not even allow yourself to look at, oh, I have a wrinkle, or I have a pimple, or I have like something wrong with my hair. Don't even look at the things, because as more we concentrate on positive, as more positive we create inside of us. It's all about affirmation, and this is the law of attraction. If we are positive, we attract positive things about somebody else or about us or whatever. So same here, you only concentrate on positive things which you like about yourself. Then, if you're in a bad mood, if you feel like down, or you feel stressed, or you're just overwhelmed, or whatever, you're just sad, look at the mirror and for at least 5 minutes smile to your reflection. What will happen? I know maybe it sounds silly, but what will happen? Your brain automatically will send impulses to the whole body saying that if she's smiling, it means that she is experiencing happiness. So the brain creates the endorphin hormone, which goes to the whole of your body, and it signals to your body that everything is good. You feel good. To make it even stronger, you should stand with your 2 feet, kind of like in a position of the Wonder Woman, and stand like this for at least 5 minutes. Similar story. So for example, if you're nervous before the public speaking, or before the speech in front of your colleagues, or before the date, stand on your feet. Stand and feel the power inside of your body. Feel that you're confident, feel that you're enough, feel that you can make it. You always succeeding in everything. and these impulses will go to the whole body and it will make you feel relaxed. And another important thing is your breathing. Breathe in, breathe out, and long breathe out, long breathe in, and long breathe out. And another amazing things which everybody's saying, and I tell you, this is also was one of the important homework I've done when I just started my education in the Spice School, is meditation. Meditation is very important because during that a few minutes, it's just like a few minutes of your time. Don't go like 20 minutes or 30 because it's too much, but just like 5-7 minutes, do the meditation. You can take meditations in my Rosa Club app, which you can download in Google Apple Store. And there are free meditations which you can listen every day. And when you listen every day these meditations, it set up this right mood. So you are ready to go and conquer the whole world, succeed in everything, and just be confident. This is very powerful things. If you want to learn more, bigger, stronger confidence techniques, but they're more sexy, you can go to website which is rosaclub.com, and you can see there's different sort of courses which I recorded for you, so you can listen or you can read and you can learn different techniques, self-confidence techniques, sex techniques, how to build relationship. First things you need to do before any date or important meeting is set up the right mood for yourself. And of course, be relaxed and be playful. And before you go to the meeting, of course, you also need to think about the date as a game. It's not something like you're not going there to get married straight away, right? You're going there to enjoy yourself, to feel good, to have fun, to enjoy yourself. Because guess what? Imagine you come to a room full of people and somebody starts to argue in the room and they are very angry and screaming to each other and all that. Instantly, all the negative reaction, the negative, emotions will go to you too and to other people in the same room. Why? Because we are human beings, we pick up all these emotions around us. So if we feel like, if you feel the guy is nervous or he's angry, our unconsciousness will pick it up straight away. So that's why it's so important to be in a very relaxed mood, in a very playful mood and confident mood when you go and meet new people. So what is this anchor which you can also anchor yourself? Choose one song which makes you really happy and makes you really feels like successful and strong. I like really the song Unstoppable. I'm unstoppable, I can do everything. So for example, you choose the song you like, anything, and put this music on, dance, feel great, and anchor this music. So tell yourself a word which would be your anchor. For example, I'm the best, or I can do it, I'm worthy, I'm goddess, wherever you want. Try to use something small like I am something, like 2 or 3 words, not more. Why? Because our brain will remember it, and whenever you feel stressful, whenever you feel nervous, you repeat this word to yourself. The brain will instantly create that endorphin hormone and will create the hormone which will go to your body and also make it relaxed. And of course, don't forget to breathe in and breathe out in a slowly, nice way, because this is very important also, like giving our brain the oxygen. It's very important to make it feel good and relaxed. So this is auditory anchor which you can put. There are many, many different anchors, how you can program yourself and your brain. So you go to the date with this mood. Instantly, man, he feels your vibes, because your vibes are cool, you're very friendly. Let's say you go to the bar or restaurant and you can kind of like be friendly with the waiters, with hosts, with people around you. Just, be cool, have fun. And also when you speak with other people, it will also relax you. And for your man, it will also give him a signal that, oh, this girl is cool, she's relaxed, she's so friendly to everybody. So when I go to bars and clubs or whenever I go, I always give compliments to people. You see a waitress, you can say, oh, I love your nail polish. I love your beautiful eyes. So people feel really good about themselves because you make them to feel good about themselves. And they smile you back, and like they, you create this beautiful bubble of happiness around you. So your man, your date feels good about it too. And of course, when you start a conversation with the man, make him feel good, first of all, right? Giving him compliments is also very important. And compliments also are different. So let's say it's a game. Let's say it's almost like a tennis. You give him compliment. I love your eyes. They're so beautiful, blue like an ocean, for example. Or I like the way you style. It's so cool. So this is like you kind of like send him this compliment. You got like 1 point. So he returns the compliment. He says, your dress is so beautiful, or like, I like your hairstyle, or something like that. So he sends you another compliment. It's 1-1, right? So it's kind of like 1-1. And in this situation, you just like exchange compliments and that's it. How about this technique? You give him compliment, but straight away, for example, you would like him to offer you to go to a special, I don't know, like movie, event or something like that. What you can do, you can give him compliment, right? And before he says thank you, you can say, oh, like, I've heard today is the new movie premiere. Shall we go tonight and watch it? The man usually cannot say no because you just gave him compliments. So it's like 1 point and 0. And of course, to get like the point back, like a tennis, right? To pass the ball, he would tell you yes. Okay. If you also want to get something from man in terms of something kind of like small and casual, because I wouldn't advise to ask from a man something really big, expensive, or whatever, like something which is difficult to do. Because usually when you ask this kind of things, men run away. If they'll look or have a thought that you kind of like trying to get cash from him, they will instantly put you in the level of gold diggers, and you don't want to be gold digger, right? So later on, when you are in a serious relationship, when you're in a long-term relationship, of course, there are like some certain techniques which I also share in my online class, Master of Seduction. You can learn how to make him, not like you ask him like a manipulation, you create in him desire to give it to you. I'm not talking about like bags, trips, travels, or whatever. I'm talking about even arousing a desire to propose you, which is the most biggest step for any man, because man takes responsibility for a woman. And if a woman, for example, have already children, it's even bigger for him because he takes responsibility for her and for her children. So in the beginning, try to make a desire in him to willing to give you something small, like flowers, tickets to the event, I don't know, like whatever you go, like opera, like Pilates, yoga, whatever. So there is a rule of 3 yes, which is basically was created by Socrates. What you do, this rule, by the way, this technique, you can use not just with the man, but with anyone, with the family members, with your friends, with your kids, with your colleagues, wherever, even with your boss, if you need to take extra vacation week. So what do you say? You ask 3 questions, which are, for a fact that the person will answer yes. So for example, is today Wednesday? Yes. Are you going to the gym today, for example? Yes. Do you know if John works today? Yes. So you ask him 3 questions where you know that he will say yes. So what happens? The brain keep telling yes, yes, yes. And then the 4th question, you ask what you want. For example, you want him to join you for a special meeting or meeting with your parents, for example, after like some time, or like, I don't know, you want him to go with you to watch a movie or something, or whatever, something you choose. And then the fourth question you ask, will you go tonight to the movie with me? Obviously he will say yes. Even if he wasn't planning, he would say yes, because you already programmed his brain to say yes, yes, yes. So it's a cool technique. So let's move on. The date. What's happening usually? Women, they have a position of, I'm a woman, you're the man, so obviously you is leading our couple. So women have this position, kind of like waiting position, and they're waiting when the man would entertain them, offer them something, talk about something, seduce women, and so on. And of course, this is a game, but if the game is only where one player, of course the man will be tired of that, and he would be investing so much energy in you that after the date he would ask himself, do I want to see her again? If you want to feel like you definitely want, and you like the guy and you want to meet him again, do the nice game. Do like, pass the ball. So you have a conversation, pass the ball. Obviously, man, they like to talk about themselves. Actually, according to psychology, every person loves to talk about themselves. And it's important for you as a listener, as a good listener, to listen with eyes full of admiration. We would call it in the spy school, with eyes. Imagine that you look at him, but you almost like hugging him. You hug him with your eyes. That's how your eyes should be. Full of admiration, full of kindness, and full of hugs, So he feels it because your vibration goes to him with this nurturing energy, right? So he shares with you some story and you listen, and then you can ask some questions. Sometimes we sit with someone and we talk and we see that the person doesn't pay attention to our conversation and he's just like somewhere else, or the worst, he's on the phone. If the guy is on the phone, you can kindly ask him, maybe something important. Do you want some time to answer your maybe colleagues or like somebody like who is important? Like, I can wait, it's all right, I will check the menu and I will order dessert, or maybe like I will also like send some emails or something. But make sure you tell the man that it's okay to take maybe 5 times of his time and do his work, but not be on his phone for the whole meeting, for the whole hour, because this is unpolite, of course. And also same for you. Please don't do it, because it's very unpolite. It's almost like arrogant to be on your phone where you're sitting with the guy. Like, you came there to speak with him, to get to know each other, definitely not to be on your phone, right? So you listen to him, he's sharing his story. If you want to make his brain to trust you, there is a cool technique which I always use, and you can use it not only to the guy, but anyone whom you want to establish trustable, strong relationship, strong bond. I'm talking about the technique where you take yourself and you connect yourself to his memories, happy memories, which is actually another anchor. When you were a little boy, what was your dream? That's a great question, because usually we are the most happy in our life when we were kids. Because when we were kids, everything was so easy, everything was so happy, everything was so bright and so cool. And we remember the time with a smile on our face. So he goes back to his memories, remembering whom I wanted to be, right? So some of them, they wanted to be superheroes, or maybe policemen, or firemen, or whatever. You ask, did you try it? Like, did you practice in it? Like, how was it? And he would say like, no, I'm accountant, or like I work in the bank, or whatever. So I'm not. For example, he wanted to be an actor. Listen, like, you can still take acting classes. Why not? And make it as your hobby. Or you can still draw paintings and make it as your hobby. But it's never too late. So what happened? You encourage him to do this in this present moment. So what's happening with the brain, right? You bring yourself and you connect yourself with his happy memories and when he was in a happy mood. And then the brain automatically accepts you and trusts you. So you create this bond, and this is very powerful. Moreover, you encourage and you support him and support his dream. How beautiful is that? We are human beings. We live in society. Like every man I speak with, and I ask, what woman would you like to have next to you? Guess what? They all reply to me, I would like to have kind, nurturing, and supportive woman for a serious relationship. If they want one night stand, of course, they want the hottest girl and nothing else, because it's just one night stand. So be aware of the things. It's very important to understand. If you want to build strong relationship with man, show him that you can be this woman to him. Supportive, nurturing, and kind. That's all they want. Believe me. The date. What are the red flags? Let's talk about that. If the man doesn't pay attention to you, of course, it means that he's not really interested in you. Would you want to waste your time? I don't think so. It's your precious time. Why would you want to waste your time, right? Of course, you can seduce him and use all techniques and make him to be obsessed by you. But do you really want it? Like, I mean, you deserve the best, right? In the end of the day. So the red flag is if the man talks only about himself, and whenever you start to talk or like you share something, he just like interrupts you and again talks about himself. This is second red flag. The third red flag, whatever you say, whatever is happening, he has all negative responses. So for example, you would say, I like red color. Oh, red color is very vulgar, it's not really nice, it's like intimidating color. Or like, I like this salad. Oh, this salad is so bad, I tried it last time. So if the person is so negative, again the question is, would you want to be with the person who is always negative? Because as you know, you cannot change anyone. Okay, the person can change himself only if he wants that. Okay, the next red flag would be if the person negative about his former exes. So for example, he would start to talk about his exes, and he's very negative. She was F, B, wherever. So if he's so negative to his exes, guess what? If you will break up, what he will tell about you? Also not really nice. Another red flag is check as a spy, check how does he speak with other people. What's his attitude, what's his behavior? If he speaks with waiters in a bad tone, if he speaks with some other people in a bad tone, he would say like, oh, all these people are parasites and they're sitting here and they're so loud and this kid is screaming, he's so annoying, and what all these things. Of course, this is another red flag, because girls, we don't want to waste our time to a guy who has so many red flags, right? Because like, again, do you want to really change him and invest your time, and then in the end of the day you will invest so much time, you will spend so much time with the person, and eventually you will break up again? So again, it's very important to understand from the beginning, is it the right man for you or it's not? If it's not the right man, no problem, move on. You are beautiful, you deserve the best, you're worthy. The really good guy will come to you, come to your life. So don't even think as a negative experience, because guess what? Every experience, even negative, it's still experience, and we are here, we live here for the experience. So what I also want to mention, and it's very important, have your balance, because you have to feel balance inside of you, your harmony. Like you need to be, living with harmony with yourself. Because if you feel like you're needy, or you feel like I really need to get married, because if I will not get married like in the next 2 years, nobody will take to marry me, nobody like will hang out with me, or like nobody will build with me a strong relationship and marriage and so on. Or like if I'm getting old, I need to be able to give birth to kids and so on. Because this is desperation again, and it's stress, and people feel it. And when man they see this, like this kind of like phrase almost on your face, it's kind of like pushing him away. And he doesn't want anything, because from the beginning, when man goes for a date, one thing he only thinks about is having sex with you. Yes, I know it sounds not really nice and pleasant, but let's be real. Men are polygamy, and this is their nature, and all they want is just to have another one. But of course, if you ask them, would you like to have a relationship, like solid, strong, lovable relationship? Of course they would, but they want to have like different relationship from the relationship which woman wants, because man usually wants to have easygoing relationship, entertaining, lovable, where women support him and everything. Of course, nobody wants to take commitments and responsibilities for anyone else, right? So we're talking about different things. So how to make man to be interested and willing to take responsibility for you? This is another important thing which you can learn, and it's actually, again, available on the Rosa Club app or website rosaclub.com. But I want to present you something really special, a free guide on places where to meet eligible bachelors. So as you know, there's so many places, and at the same time there are like not so many places. Like you go somewhere and there's so many men, but you are in your thoughts, in your problems or wherever, and you don't even notice them, and you're still single. Yes, it's so important to have the right setup, the right affirmations, positive mindset. Yes, but without action, nothing will happen. If you just think positively, I'm beautiful, I'm worthy, and all that, it's great for your self-esteem and self-love. But if you don't do any actions, if you don't make him to be interested and intrigued by you, nothing will happen, because you may wait for a long time and wait, and nobody will come and approach you, because man will never come and approach woman if they don't feel coming signals from her, because the woman is the one who sends signals. It could be a gaze, a special gaze, it could be just like a smile, but this is depends from a woman. If woman sends these signals, then man reacts and he approaches her. But if you're so busy working with your iPhone and like with your telephone and laptops and whatever, and he feels like, oh, she's probably busy, or maybe she's taken, maybe she's married or whatever, and he's kind of like, okay, she's not interested, he wouldn't even try. Man only comes to a woman who sent special signals. This is it for today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on my online classes. And I just want to remind you again that as more skills, as more knowledge we have, as more successful, confident we become. So it's all about knowledge, because this is nobody can take from you. Money, assets, wherever, everybody can take from you. But guess what? Knowledge nobody can take. And this is so important to always improve your skills. So I'll see you there. Good luck, and we'll speak soon.